All right, here's our 3 fire starters. A Fire-Fast Trekker, new out of the package. A Fire-Fast Trekker that's been exposed to the elements for 20 months on a 55-gallon drum out in my backyard. And here's the Fire-Fast Trekker that just come out of 20 months in a block of ice. And so that's our these are our tests today. And one of the interesting things to note is that this paracord, a U.S. manufactured paracord, after 20 months in the ice, is still as strong as the day it went in. Now, our striker, it's got a little bit of rust on the front, but very little. And so even after that long in the ice, we're still good to go. And here's our fire starter. Now, it looks like the handle is still wet, but let's see if we can get some sparks here. All right, looks like that's performing as it should. Now let me turn it around, see if we can get some magnesium. And the magnesium is scraping off just as easily as it would if it had just come out of the package. All right, patch that up. Now let's see if the handle will work for tinder after all this time. A couple of strikes and you can see the red color, which is dry tinder, coming straight off the handle. On the opposite side, same thing. All right, let's try to light this up here. Looks like it lights right up. Now let's try it on tinder directly. This is just dry grass from my backyard, and let's see how that goes. All right, looks like that burning with very little trouble. Kind of blew out by the wind there, but that's fine. Here's what we're going to do. That's our ice package. Now here's the one that's been exposed in the open for 20 months, and see how this one works. Let's try it again. All right, this tin's a little damp, and that's why it's not lighting up very easily. But there we have it. It's interesting. It looks like 20 months exposure to direct weather is more damage than sitting in ice for 20 months. And so, but they still work. And to actually expect a fire to be able to be generated by a tool that's been either in ice for 20 months or exposed to the open elements for 20 months is a pretty good test. And this is a true survival tool, and we want to make sure that this fire starter will survive just about anything that's thrown out at you in the elements. We never hope for a disaster to occur. But if one does occur and you're out of your home and all you have with you is what's in your emergency kit or your bug out bag, the one tool that you want with you to reliably start a fire is the Fire-Fast Trekker, or any of our Fire-Fast products. They are designed and manufactured by us right here in the United States, and we actually make them here too. We don't just design them and test them here. We actually make them ourselves, as you can see in other videos that we've produced on the subject. And but these are a reliable, durable, long-lasting tool that will give you a fire in almost any conditions and enable you to survive into the future by not having to concern yourself about how you're going to obtain fire if you need it. Thanks for taking a look at my video.